lesson, it's Chapter 2, 6, Example 2, and Example 3. We are going to talk about how to find a vertical asymptote and a horizontal asymptote. So the first thing is, let's just go back over what an asymptote is. If you look at this graph below, this is the graph of x over x squared minus 9. There are two vertical lines on here that our graph will never ever cross. It gets really close to them, but it never actually crosses these two values. One of them is here at positive 3, and the other is at negative 3. And when you write the answers, you'd say x is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 3. So graphically, it's very easy. We just type it in and visualize or write down where the graph crosses the x-axis. Mathematically, it's pretty easy. Think about the domain of any rational expression. The only thing that will not work is when that denominator is equal to 0. So what I need to do is figure out what makes the denominator equal to 0. That's where the graph cannot cross that x. Right? So I simply set it equal to 0, solve for x, add 9 to both sides, x squared equals 9. I can take the square root. X is equal to positive 3 and the negative 3. So there you are, backing up what the graphing calculator told us mathematically. All right, let's move on now to a horizontal asymptote. Okay, the horizontal asymptote, it's a little bit different. There's 3 different cases we need to look at. The first one is if the degree of the numerator and the denominator are the same. So I look right here at my exponent. I have x squared in the numerator, x squared in the denominator. These are the same, so I'm going to divide the coefficients. All right, simply take 12 over 3. This is a horizontal asymptote, so it's where it doesn't cross the y-axis, or y is equal to 4. And if I look up here at the graph, indeed, I can see right here at this line, the graph never actually crosses. Okay, so that's case number 1, when the degree of the numerator and the denominator are the same. In case number 2, this is what you do if the degree of the numerator is smaller than the denominator. In this case, your asymptote is simply at y equals 0. And I can see right here, this is the line where the graph never actually crosses. It'll again get really, really close, but never cross. All right, and our third case is what happens when the degree of the numerator is larger than the denominator. So again, right here, the 3 is larger than the 2. In that case, there is no asymptote. No horizontal asymptote. As you can see in the graph, there is no y equals that this graph doesn't cross. Great. So we'll sum everything up in the next page. All right, in summary, if you're looking for the vertical asymptote, set the denominator equal to 0 and solve. And your answer will be in the form of x equals some number. If you're looking for a horizontal asymptote, the degree of the numerator and denominator are the same. You divide your coefficients. If the degree of the numerator is smaller than the denominator, it's simply y equals 0. And if the degree of the numerator is larger than the denominator, there is no asymptote. Right. If you have any questions, look back through these examples and have a great day.